Have no idea. BB, is my Twitch working? BB. Okay. What? I got audio? Okay, check my YouTube. Okay, so as I start to ramble this off, thank you. So, I, mm, I don't even know why I'm doing this right now because, quite frankly, last night was quite disturbing for sleep. I love a lot of people. I hate nearly no one. Uh, the amount of expectation for demand on attention for certain individuals who aren't getting paid for it. Let's just say I have empathy. I know I talked about certain individuals being designated stormtroopers and certain individuals being designated Imperial Guard. But compared to the other group of individuals, I guess, I'm sorry, I have background noise in the house that I'm trying to moderate and maintain and still have somewhat of a focus. This ain't really focus. Keep buck 50 with you. This ain't really focus. Cause I'm tired. And that belch did not come from me, clearly. So, so let's just get into it. So last night my dreams consisted of the idea of what would be a almost flotilla like mission to deliver goods to an area, and then what the drone accompaniment would look like going into and following aid workers to both qualify and identify them as aid workers and identify and qualify the monitoring drone systems in the area. The shit was wild and weird. But there was a lot of systematic confluency that needed to be documented as far as for the details for what would be required for identifying a companion versus a conflict drone guardian. Dude, AI in no parts of the proposal is non requiring a flesh investment, if that makes sense. Because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan on any level. Um and already they're pushing not just AI but the qubits influence and or all I have to say is I would think going forward the type of interactions would influence the empathy for chattel slavery to grow based on realistically what AI is contributing to the workforce space and what AI is contributing to the warfare space. I'm guessing that's warfare, but realistically, given the disparity between the two systems in conflict, it may not necessarily look like warfare, which is why some people just call it genocide. Not trying to get into that on that one end of the spectrum, but on the other end of the spectrum, on the proactive end of the spectrum, America has really shot itself in the foot with how it needs to engage and interact with its allies in modern warfare to be able to continue to develop at a rate that makes sense and is not only profitable but also actionable. And they just recently apparently realized that versus when I said it. But I digress. Dude, I've had recent dreams of flotilla missions that were aided and augmented by state agencies that had guardian drones that would follow the designated individuals that we're watching, and they would identify and identify other uh, aerial drone operations and other things that were in the area and how they behaved and document that for the fruition of a mission. And how to identify comrade aerial drone entities and also an independent uh, ability to document the activity in the area regardless of affiliation, if that makes sense. Um, Dude, as much as I love Deutschland and it's investment in me, I would rather not have this type of heavy workload of dream work in between me having an actual job and having to live my actual life, because y'all have to be able to pull the plug and divest. That's all I'm saying. But I saw what was required on the boat as far as for um, identifying the expected uh, area to be able to serve. Then you portion out what types of aid would be feasible for the area, including um, liquid feeding pouches, other type of aid. If there's medications in the area that was previously known from other types of engagements, the approximate time for delivery and drop, the approximate area for delivery, and expected landscape to be seen. But having guardian drones follow to be able to not only monitor the delivery of the things, but also the other aerial landscape and how to identify that both through physical contact or physical context and digital ID relay. Whatever. Um Dude, it's Saturday. First Saturday that I've had off in a long time. I just want that for myself. But I understand that there are demands in the world that would request otherwise. So there's that. what I'd like to take this time to say is I have not had it to put into my budget for 2025 or 2026 any fucks to give about random adult entitlements. But what I will never do in any given year is be petty or insufficient for something that I have dedicated myself for that involves children. I don't give a fuck. If this is what they need, I will make sure that I'm wholehearted and sufficient for them because they have earned that by existing. They're entitled to that. You are not. Go figure. You made it 3 decades on this God's green planet. Good for you. What I'm not about to do is feed into your sense of entitlement. Not about to do that. But if I signed up for a role that requires a young person to depend on me, that's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck how I feel about you. So there's that. I'm about to enjoy my time off, and there's that. I have no idea how the fuck to turn most of this off, but I'm learning. Okay, I